Hey, welcome back to lovefromaleo, or welcome to lovefromaleo if you are new. My name is Tay. Well, my real name is Atayla, but Tay for short. And this is my channel, lovefromaleo. This is a reading for April through May, and this is basically going to tell us the state of your career and your work life, maybe how things are going to change. So we're going to break this down by elements. I'm using this to help me with this new spread that I'm working on, to kind of get to know this deck more and to kind of help you guys out in different ways. So the first card that we're going to pull, this is like how you're showing up in regards to your career life. So like physically how people see you, but also your intentions, like your kind of like your motive when it comes to this career or work life. Ooh, victory. So if you are in a very competitive field, you're a winner, you're a go-getter, you're a person who, Leo. So you are a leader at your job. You may have high positions, or maybe you're just a person who is always just like, your focus is to get the job done, and you're going to do it by any means necessary because this is what you do. Yeah, Jupiter at the top of this card. So it's like you're expanding, you're becoming bigger. Jupiter is also about like luck and abundance as well. So I kind of feel like some of you guys are about to receive a raise, or you look like you are like the top runner to get a raise or to have a higher position or something like that. This is April through May. Okay, so this might be right around the corner for you. So water, like I said, y'all, I'm looking down at this. So for water, this is going to be, how do you feel about the situation? So how do you feel about your job? And this card is going to give us insight about your secrets, your dreams, and maybe the shadow side of this job as well. So how do you really feel about your job? Father of Earth. So I think you feel like this is a consistent job. This is something that you can grow old with. You're like, I can go into retirement with this, or 401k, something like that. So this is something that you can see yourself being here all the way until, it's time for you to stop working. I kind of feel like I should look into this card more just to see what the negative aspects are. So let's see like the shadow side, if there are any. All right, so yeah, so you feel like this is something that you can work on for a long time. You have patience for it. But I think you also feel like there's people that may get treated better than you at your job. I think people always feel like that, but I think you are a little bit jealous of, maybe you work very hard, but you feel like you should be higher up, or you should be getting paid more. Almost like, I don't get paid enough for this type of vibe. But you're really like, you rely on this job and you're like, it's a good job though, so I'm gonna stick with it type of energy. You're like, I'm gonna keep going. So like very Taurus-like energy. So you're fixed on it, but you do realize how much work goes into it. And you're like, I do not get paid enough for what I do, okay? And I think people also see that. Like, you really are the person who's putting in that work, okay? You're always the first one there and the last one to leave. So now we're going to work on the earth element of the situation. So how is your material existence affected by the situation? And what resources can help you in this time? All right, so when it comes to this career, there's a comfort issue with where you're working at. So maybe like you are wanting to change the way that you're going about this job. Like maybe you found something that is more comfortable for you. Or maybe you are comfortable at this job, but it's like, I feel like someone's missing something. Like they're longing for something. Or maybe they feel like, maybe it has something to do with your mom or a woman in your life. I don't know. But I feel like there's like a feminine energy of like, either you miss something that has to do with like being comfortable or secure. But some of you are also like, well, the night will be over in a few hours. Kind of like that energy. So it's like, maybe you're just up the whole night like, man, I miss. Because that's what I keep hearing, miss. I miss something. But you're like, well, the night's going to be over and it'll be a new day soon. And so then you just kind of get over it. And then the next question is, what resources can you call upon for support? And we have power, and this is the Sag and Moon card. So I think some of you need to work more with your moon energy, like become more in touch with yourself to figure out maybe why you're feeling this. So you need strength, you need to have energy, balance of all impulses, spiritual and physical harmony. So some of you are not getting enough rest, you're not taking care of yourself. And some of you are being in denial about your own potential. I think this, remember I was saying like you missed something? I think your whole life, or maybe just the situation you're in now, it causes you to look at your career life and be a little bit insecure about it, or you doubt certain things just because maybe your whole life you've been that way. Like every time something good happens, you're like, it's not gonna last. Or every time something comes your way, someone else grabs it. And it's like you keep having this energy, but it's like, no. You just keep focusing on being the best you, spiritually and physically, and you'll have success. You'll be able to feel the power that you already are. It literally showed up as your first card, victory. You just got to get through the hard times. But why are there even hard times at your job? I definitely think it has something to do with home, though, because the moon card is like, your mom. It's your relation to your mom. It's what makes you comfortable, what makes you feel secure. Maybe you're just not always feeling like that at your workspace. We're going to go to the fourth element, and that is the air element. What do you think or understand about the situation at hand, and who can give you advice? So what do you think about this job, and who can help you in the midst of this, especially if you're feeling uncomfortable? Who can help you? Oh. Wait. I feel like I'm supposed to reshuffle, so let me just do that because that was very conflicting. So what do you think about this career? But who can help you? Alrighty. So you really don't want to be at this job. So this, to me, it's like maybe you are having a very, very good outcome from it. And people think that you're having like a really good job, but really you're like, it is painful for you to be at this place. It's painful for you to really be spending your time doing this. Maybe this is something that conflicts you emotionally. Maybe it keeps you from your family. Maybe that's why that moon card was coming up. But also I feel like it keeps you from a creativity of yours. Like maybe this job, it pays well, but it doesn't spark you creatively. That's what I'm starting to see here. It also puts a hindrance on some of you guys' love life as well. It may take a lot of your energy and your time. But someone that can be of help is the Sun of Water. This is like being optimistic about the future coming towards you, and also realizing that the emotional part of this, like don't be afraid. Like you're not gonna not have a love life because of this one job. It's not gonna end your life, okay? It's basically saying like you have to be more aware of your feelings. Like you have to let the feelings flow, so that you can understand why they're even feelings in the first place. So some of you may be uncomfortable with the things that have taken place emotionally since you have started working at this job. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, if you don't acknowledge it, nothing can change. Nothing can happen differently. So let's see what obstacles you're having when it comes to this job. And then we're going to see the outcome. Comfort. So yeah, you're just not comfortable here. Like, maybe it's not what you're used to. Ooh, whoa. I just got all these cards falling out. I feel like you need to like just cry it out. I honestly, just cry it out. Maybe you need to talk to somebody about it. Yeah, a lot of the cards that flipped over, it's like you need to talk to the person that you love, or someone that you can trust, or something. Because with comfort, it's like maybe you miss your friends, maybe you miss your family, or maybe you just miss people who get you. But I also feel like it's just an uncomfortable situation. Like it may look all good and all this, but it's just not comfortable for what you want in your life ultimately. Maybe for other people it would be ideal and perfect, but for you it's like it looks good, it pays good, it's reliable, but I'm not comfortable there. It's not my comfort level. And I really feel like you're missing out on a creativity type of thing too. And I'm going to stress that because I'm all about creativity. And then the outcome is deception. I don't know. Maybe some of you will see that this is not as bad as it was or as you thought. Let's see, Aquarius. I think it's a mindset thing as well. Maybe you have to change what your idea of comfortability is, if that's even possible. Let's get some information on that card as well. Ooh, okay, so the outcome is foolish trust, seduction, tricks. What you got going on? But also this is about being reluctant to come clean. and being distrustful of others. So maybe I'm starting to think this is maybe like a truck driving gig, because you're not comfortable, but you look like you're living a good life. Um, it's reliable, but it also affects your love life. So if maybe you're just always on the road or you travel a lot for work, but you'll see that in this job, if you're surrounded by temptation or if you're surrounded by things that are not best for you, they will try to attack you. And I mean that like spiritually. So it's like you need to either go to what you know, what you thrive in, or you deal with it, you get through it, and you use this person that you love. You use this, it could be a person, or maybe it's just like your vibe. Like use your power to tap in and figure out your emotions so that you aren't making foolish decisions. Because I do think that'll be the outcome of this job. Or maybe you'll be like, dang, I did all this work just for them to let me go because of quarantine. I think you're going to be seeing that things are not as peaches and cream as you thought about this job. But I also think with that happening, you're going to find that you're more connected to something emotionally than you thought, because you have grief here. So it's like you think that a situation is not able to happen because of this job, and you hate this job for some of you, but there's some good things coming. Okay, all right, I like that. So this was your little reading for April through May for the state of your career and your work life. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these type of reading, if you want more type of readings like this, make sure you leave me a big thumbs up. Okay, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you would like to connect with me in other ways, I have 2 Instagram accounts. I have a personal one, and then I also have one that's like all tarot, everything. So you can follow me on there. If you would like to have a private reading scheduled with me, you can email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. And then also, if you would like to get different type of readings that are not going to be posted on my YouTube, and I also have other readings that I put on there that's not going to make it to YouTube. So you might as well just go over there and get you some readings, okay? You have access to all of the posts that I put since I started the damn Patreon, okay? So it's a lot of stuff that you can get into, figure some stuff out, and figure out what was going on and all this extra stuff. That's patreon.com/lovefromaleo. And with that being said, I love you all so very much. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.